Yo, what's going on, guys? Noob here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my top 10 list of Pokemon Mega Evolutions that should happen in Pokemon Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And I'm going to be quickly discussing what stats should be increased and, what other stats should be kept the same. Now, some of these Pokemon don't particularly need Mega Evolutions because their stats are already good, but I still think it would be cool for some of them to get Mega Evolutions. Now, the first Pokemon on my list is Mega Altaria. Now, Mega Altaria should get more defenses because Altaria's really only good stat is special defense. And in this artwork, it seems like Altaria has like more fluff, so I think it should be getting a cooler ability like Magic Bounce and possibly higher attack stats because those two don't stand out either. Now, my next Pokemon on my list is Armaldo. Now, in a Mega Armaldo, I would expect a different, a better scheme, a different one besides this artwork because it's not very detailed. But anyways, for stats, I would expect more attack and possibly higher speed, and maybe even a type change because Armaldo, has a pretty decent type combination in Bug and Rock, but I think a Rock and Steel would be a little bit cooler. Now, the next Pokemon on my list is Mega Claydol. Claydol is actually a pretty good Pokemon. Its stats are pretty decent. It has really good defenses, and it makes for a really good wall. But I feel that maybe in a Mega Evolution you could give it more attacks. I mean, like more attack stat, more special attack stat. Because those two aren't very good, and I believe that, if you're going to give it a Mega Evolution, you should buff those up. Now, the next Pokemon on my list is Exploud. Exploud has dual 91 attack stats and a really good HP stat, but I feel that those kind of take away from its defenses, which are really bad. So in a Mega Evolution, I would expect it to get more special attack and more defenses, and you can leave the speed alone. The next Pokemon on my list is Jirachi. Now, this is one of those Pokemon that I feel don't need a Mega Evolution, but it would be just really cool to have a Mega Evolution for them. And Jirachi in a Mega Evolution, I would expect just all of his stats to go up, because I believe it has equal stats as of right now, so that's what I would expect. Maybe even a type change, but, I don't see that happening, but that would be really cool. The next Pokemon on my list is Mega Salamence. Now, I have a pretty good idea for Mega Salamence. Instead of maybe giving it a major boost, I would feel that you could maybe move its stats around. Like maybe take away a lot of the defense and give it more speed and attack. Or maybe take away its defenses and give it more speed and HP or attacks. So, but I don't anticipate a big, attack boost or even a Salamence Mega Evolution in the first place. My next Pokemon is Whiscash. Now, Whiscash, it has pretty decent attacks all around. It has some really good attacks in Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Earthquake. But, its typing really doesn't help it at all. And in this artwork, it looks like maybe like a fire-water type or fire-ground type. And that would be pretty cool. It would help it out a lot. And I would also expect higher speed and higher attack stats. The next Pokemon on my list are the 3 legendaries. Now, only seeing that, it is their generation, I would feel that they deserve Mega Evolutions. And these are different from the ones in the box art, but I still feel that these are pretty cool. And the fact that, they're really, they look really ancient and unique. So, and in terms of attacks or stats, I believe that, they'll give it minor boosts here and there. Nothing really particular they need to work on. And the next Pokemon on my list is Mega Sceptile. Now, only seeing as Mega Blaziken got a Mega Evolution, I would expect Sceptile and Swampert to get one as well. Swampert is the next Pokemon on my list. But for Mega Sceptile, I would really just expect, stat boosts all around. Sceptile has pretty good stats as is, but, maybe some more speed and some more attack stats would really help. Now, as for Mega Swampert, Swampert, once again, a really good Pokemon, really good, well, actually not really good types, but, it makes do with its stab, and it has really good support moves. But, in a Mega Evolution, maybe you could possibly move the stats around a bit, and maybe lower its attack stats, and, give it major boosts in defense. and speed possibly, but I don't expect any major, overhauls with any of these Pokemon on my list. So that was basically just my top 10 Pokemon. There's actually 12 on the list, but that was just my top 10 list of Pokemon I think deserve or could possibly get Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Now in the description, I left a link to this website that has, it has a couple different, fan-made artworks of possible Mega Evolutions. And there's around 30 on the list, but I did not want to cover all of them, so if you want to check those out, I do have the link in the description. And if you guys could leave some comments saying what Pokemon you disagree with on my list or Pokemon you think should have made the list, go ahead and comment those below. And that's all I had to say to you guys today. Peace.